I can't laugh at my people's destruction. I can't stand in front of a room full of my people with those kinds of words inside me and not bring them out. And not give them what they need. I'm not worried about what you want. I have to give you what you need. I have to give you the truth all the time. I have to say what God gave me to say. And I tried to write. I tried to come up with something that would be funny. But when I said the funny one, they wasn't listening. So you have to snap people back into reality sometime. I'm here for you. I'm doing this for you. I'm scared out of my mind, trembling, but I'm up here for you. I'm not saying what I'm saying for my help. I know our children are laid out in the street every day. I know black mamas is crying because their children are being shot down by police. I know that. And I know what needs to be done to stop it from happening. I know what needs to be done to make sure it don't happen to my sons. But they don't. They don't know, and it seems like they don't want to know. They would rather go and beg somebody to be just to them. Go and beg somebody to give them justice by their law when God gave us laws. He gave us all the laws we need to make sure we do right in this world. But we don't want to keep the laws, and he told us what's going to happen to us if we don't keep the laws, and that's exactly what's happening every day. But we don't want to hear that. We want to hear the white man doing this to us. Blame them for it. We want to hear Trey Songz and Lil Wayne and Fetty Wap and all these other ignorant people feeding us garbage and destruction. That's what we want to hear. Because if we hear the truth, then we're accountable for the truth. Then we held responsible for what we heard. So honestly, we want our children to be dying in the streets. We want the police to be hacking us up and killing us, because as long as they're doing that, we have somebody else to blame for our destruction.
Right. We glorify the pictures on the t-shirts.
Exactly.
We glorify each other's funerals.
Exactly, and going to jail.
We be at other people's funerals imagining how our funeral, how it would be if our turnouts.
And you know what?
It's sad.
You see more people at a funeral than you see at a wedding. You see more people at a funeral than you see at a birth. We couldn't find people when our babies was born. As many people say they love us and they here for us and they want to help us, we couldn't find people when our children were being born.
Well, we can't find people
We can't find people every day, on a regular day, for good, upstanding, righteous stuff. We're trying to feed the people, and we cannot find people to come and help us feed the people. But I bet you when we giving out free food, they're gonna be there.
Well, the niggas like free stuff.
When a black man is graduating from college, he comes home to an empty house. His mama might have fixed him a plate of food. But when he get out of jail, his welcome home party gonna be epic.
Block party.
A whole block party. And yes, our minds have been conditioned. We have been conditioned. That's the truth. But once you know the truth, what you gonna do about the truth? You can't keep leaning on that crutch and saying, oh, we've been conditioned and Willie Lynch this and Willie Lynch that. All right, now we know about Willie Lynch, now what? What we gonna do to reverse the curse? We gonna keep buying tickets to damn Beyonce and Jay-Z concert and not supporting the efforts that people going through in our communities. And people talk about Umar. Yeah, people talk about Umar. Yeah, he was wrong for living one life and preaching another life. All right. But the man is trying to build a school. What about that? What about that? Because ain't no more St. Aug.
Ain't no more St. Aug.
He is trying to build a school for our young men, an all-boys school, so these young men will have men to look up to. All right, he slept with a stripper. But what about the school? Them same $100 you dropped on Beyonce and Jay-Z, $200-300 you dropped on Beyonce and Jay-Z could have went to the school. Because we can't complain about it if we're not going to do nothing about it. Put your money where your mouth is. And it's just like Miles Monroe was saying. Christ, when he went in the synagogue, Christ sat by the money table. Because I don't want to hear what you singing. I don't want to see how you dancing. I don't want to hear what you saying. I want to see where you putting your money is. Because where your treasure is, there is where your heart is. Where you put your money, that's what you really love. Because you could tell me you love me all you want. But when it's time to build, where you at?
You know the money we gross?
Exactly.
The money we make?
Trillions of dollars. We could take 1 million of those dollars and put into a school and have a cutting edge, top of the line school for our children to go to. You know what we could do with $1 million school? We complain about the hospitals and how they're taking advantage of us and using us for experiments in our health. You know what we could do with a couple of $1 million and building our own hospital? We got plenty doctors.
Headed by Dr. Seeley.
We have plenty doctors. Your mind can heal. He made you a god of this earth. It's nothing that they can bring out on this earth that you can't undo. But as long as they got your mind, you ain't nobody God.
Peace God.
He your God. A piece of paper is your God. When God made you, the Creator made you the God of this earth, and you have made a piece of paper your God. And it's ridiculous. It sickens me to sit in a room full of my people and see them all destroyed and loving their destruction. If the sky rolled back tonight, they don't care how God gonna find them. Because we say, oh, people been saying this the end times for the longest. They've been saying the end was gonna come. Jesus ain't came back yet because you're waiting for a white man to come out the sky. That's why he ain't came back.
And that's what he's waiting on, for you to say that. Because the Most High had pleasure in killing mother. People don't know that. I mean, people don't know.
God is a man of war.
He need a body count.
God is a man of war.
Because that's how he gonna weed out the weak from the fake.
So much more to us. We have the capacity to build kingdoms. We built pyramids. We built the Valley of the Kings. We built Washington, D.C. So our capacity is far beyond going a rainbow and go and get a sewing and some shoes and putting on some fake lashes. I was thinking about that today, you know. We live in a society, even your fingernails aren't pretty enough. Something as simple as fingernails, even your fingernails ain't good enough. And that's really sad. We cutting and snipping on our bodies and injecting things. We are destroyed. And I can't sit in front of a room full of destruction and not go there, whether they like it or not.